We all want a relationship that's going to last, and although we want that, there are certain things that we do without even realizing that they are destroying our relationship with our partners. The relationship is fragile and most times can be affected by even the tiniest of things that you think do not matter if not well taken care of. Every relationship has its ups and downs, and it takes two people who are ready to work it out to be able to sustain the relationship. No relationship is perfect, but you can always try to protect it with a conscious effort to avoid dangerous relationship destroyers. However, the biggest threat to a relationship comes when one or both of the partners stop trying to make it work. If you want to have a very peaceful and a lasting relationship that will last forever and overcome every obstacle that you might face along the way, here are some dangerous relationship destroyers that you need to avoid. Firstly, one of the most dangerous relationship destroyers that you need to avoid is confiding in someone else's about their problems of your relationship without telling your partner. Most times couples do this with the excuse that they're trying to ease the burden by talking to their friends and families about the issues they have with their partner. Beloved, I understand you because I know that at times you just need to let it out. But what you don't understand is that your friends and family are the wrong set of people that you are supposed to share them with. Our friends and family are always going to be after our own interests, so even though your partner is the one that is right, they would make you feel that you're right. Apart from that, it leads to decrease in the level of respect that they have for your partner. Say, for example, you're always complaining about a particular thing that he or she does all the time, which you do not like. It's possible that the thing is not something pleasant, and your friends and family will find a way to mock him or her for that thing. If it also is something that they did not expect him to do, it would also reduce your respect for him or her. In the long run, you will still get to regret why you told them in the first place. Nobody will be comfortable to see that their partner is not being respected by their friends and family. Also, imagine your partner finding out what is supposed to be kept between you two from the mouths of other people. He or she will feel bad about themselves. No one likes it when their private matter is taken to the public. Confiding in someone else about your partner is a very dangerous relationship destroyer that if you're not careful, you will completely lose what you've got. If you must talk to someone, you can always start with your partner. Being free to communicate is key in every relationship. If they are difficult to talk to, you can also talk to a counselor or an elderly person whom you can trust in the body of Christ. Secondly, another dangerous relationship destroyer is holding grudges against your partner. Nobody's perfect, so you should not expect your partner to be perfect. People make mistakes, and the best way to move ahead is by forgiving and forgetting. You cannot say that you've completely forgiven him or her when you're still thinking of ways to get back at them because you don't want to look like the fool in the relationship. For a successful and a happy relationship, both partners have to be willing to forgive each other, even when one feels his or her anger is justified. Forgiveness is very essential for a relationship to excel. If you ask people who have been in it for a long time, what is the thing that has kept the relationship going on up until now? They will always tell you that it's their ability to let go of the hurt that they feel because of what their partner did to them. Beloved, to err is human, and your partner too is human, but to forgive is divine. God has given you the ability to forgive if you're willing. It would hurt, but it would still be worth it. When you love your partner and you don't want your relationship to crash no matter how big their crime is, you would find a way to forgive them. Also, your partner would only get tired of being with someone who is not willing to let go. They will get tired of looking over their shoulders because they're scared of what you're going to do next. No one is going to be comfortable under such emotional pressure. Stop holding on to their grudges if you don't want your relationship to destroy. Holding grudges is a dangerous relationship destroyer. Thirdly, another relationship destroyer to avoid is playing the blame game. Most people find it difficult to say sorry when they have done something wrong. They rather prefer to look for any possible way to shift the blame to their partner. True maturity in a relationship is having the boldness to accept responsibility for your actions when you know that you're wrong. Saying sorry does not affect your ego. You can say sorry and still, we stand tall in all your pride. Be the bigger person in your relationship by always taking responsibility for your actions and say sorry. Playing blame games are the worst, and they can destroy a beautiful relationship within the shortest period. Blaming your partner when he or she has not done anything wrong is not a wise thing to do. Your partner would eventually get tired of always accepting the blame. You would push them till they become frustrated and leave you in the relationship. Giving your partner the blame destroys the positive energy that you both share in the relationship. Always remember that your relationship is not a competition. You don't always have to win. Losing some battles along the way, even when you're right, will not do you any harm. Love your partner to the extent you're willing to take responsibility even when they are at fault. Not always, but at least once in a while, make them feel special. Playing blame games is very dangerous destroyer. Be careful. Fourth, being overly possessive when it comes to your partner is also a dangerous relationship destroyer. We all know that a little amount of possessiveness is good because it makes your partner know that you're not willing to share them with anyone. But what makes it bad is when it gets to the stage where you take them to be a property of yours. There is no doubt that you love your partner, and the thought or dream of losing them is something that you just can't take. But that doesn't mean you should become overly possessive towards them. Everyone needs space to do their own stuff. They have boundaries that even as their partner, you're not supposed to cross. The tighter you want to get with someone, they would feel choked and would want to be free from you. Before you came into life, he or she had friends and colleagues who also contribute to a major part of their life. Don't get to that point where you don't want to see them with any other person other than you. You'll only end up pushing them farther away. Give them space and the benefits of the doubt that they would still pick you no matter what. Being overly possessive is a dangerous relationship destroyer. Trust me, you don't want to be this way. You need trust if you want your relationship to work. Trust them enough to give them space. Lastly, a dangerous relationship destroyer is cheating on your partner. Cheating is one of the major things that kills trust in any relationship. Once the trust that your partner has for you is fine, it takes only the grace of God to get it back. People only think that it is when you have sexual intercourse with another person that you have cheated on your partner. That's just not it. There are many other things that you do with another person that you are only supposed to be doing with your partner. And when you do that, we classify it as cheating. Cheating normally starts from somewhere. From spending quality time that you're supposed to be spending with your partner, with him or her. Sharing emotional relationship with a person is also classified as cheating. Partner enough not to do anything that will hurt him or her. Don't take their feelings for granted just because they decide to be quiet. We all have our limit. At some point, they would give up on you. In all of this, the truth is, you don't need to be a perfect person for the one who loves you to remain in your life. But if you want a healthy relationship that will last, there are certain things that you should do and shouldn't do. I hope that you find this helpful and helps you stay on track to protect the beautiful thing that God has given you. In life, we're always given two choices when it comes to relationship. To either find happiness no matter what it takes to keep it, or waste it because we're not ready to do the work. The choice is yours. Always remain blessed.